All right, you guys, so today we're going to start talking about multiplying fractions. So our essential question is, how do I multiply a fraction and a whole number? So I just really quick want to refresh what the word fraction means and what the word whole number means. So a fraction is a ratio with two whole numbers. So a ratio is basically just two numbers in a comparative form. So I'm going to draw a little example. Got like a 2 on top, a fraction bar, and a 3 on the bottom. Okay, some things that you should know about a fraction is this top number is called the numerator. Okay, and the bottom number is called the denominator. Denominator. Okay. All right. A fraction is just a comparison between two whole numbers as a fraction or a ratio. A whole number is a number without a decimal or fraction component. Okay, some examples of whole numbers, EX, are numbers like 5 and 3 and 1 and 0 and 18,000. Okay, all of these are examples of whole numbers, all right? So whole numbers versus fractions. Fractions have the fraction bar, and whole numbers are just regular numbers, okay? So when we multiply fractions and whole numbers, basically one of the key ideas is that a whole number can be written as a fraction. A whole number can be written as a fraction. So for example, if I have the number 5, I can write it as a fraction because 5 is a number of whole numbers. 5 can be written as 5 over 1. Because if I have 5 cakes and I split each cake into one piece, or I don't split them at all, I still have 5 whole cakes. Okay. The number 3 can be written as a fraction of 3 over 1. Again, because I'm splitting it into one whole piece. The number 18,000 can be written as the fraction 18,000 over 1. So in order to write a whole number as a fraction, all you do is you put 1 in the denominator. 1 is the denominator for whole numbers. Okay, so a quick try it I want you to do, try it, is I want you to write 15 and 7 as fractions. So write 15 as a fraction and 7 as a fraction. Go ahead and pause this and do that. All right, you should be back by now. So 15 as a fraction is going to be 15 over 1. And 7 as a fraction is going to be 7 over 1. So if you got either or both of those, nice job, give yourself stars. So again, all you're doing when you're making a whole number into a fraction is putting it over the number 1. All right, I'm going to start a new page. Okay, so the whole reason why we want to know how to write a whole number as a fraction is because sometimes you have problems where you're supposed to multiply a fraction by a whole number. So here's an example. Let's say we have the whole number of 5 times the fraction of 2/3. Okay. I notice that 5 is a whole number and 2/3 is a fraction. It is very hard for me to figure out what the answer to this is going to be. So in order to multiply a fraction and a whole number, I need to, step 1, make the whole number a fraction. Okay, so in order to make 5 a fraction, I'm going to rewrite it as 5 over 1. And then I rewrite the whole thing, 5 over 1 times 2 over 3. Okay, and then step 2 is I multiply the numerators together and the denominators together, but separately. Okay, so an example of this is when I answer this, I'm going to start by multiplying the numerators. 5 times 2, which is 10. And then I go to the denominators. 1 times 3, which is 3. So my answer to 5 times 2/3 is 10/3. But wait, there's more. I know how to make an improper fraction into a mixed number. So this is an improper fraction, 10/3. So I'm going to do 10 divided by 3. And I'll continue that.